The coolant pump, red arrow, is located on the left rear side of the engine. On the 991 Gen 1, you can remove the pump with only removing the lower coolant pipe, blue arrow. It is a really tight fit and some of the fasteners are accessed from the top and some from the bottom. At the very least, you will need to remove the rear bumper and airbox. You can loosen and slide the engine carrier back an inch or so to replace the pump. But if you're doing this for the first time or just want to do it right and not cut corners, this will show you the safest way. Begin by safely lifting and supporting the vehicle. Remove the bumper cover, center muffler, and drive belt. While you can remove the rear center muffler and engine carrier without removing the rear bumper guard, I highly recommend, if this is your first time doing this, to remove everything. Please see our articles and videos on these procedures for additional assistance. Next, drain the coolant from the coolant pipe by removing the drain plug and crush washer with a 6mm Allen red arrow. Remove the plug and washer from the thermostat housing with a 6mm Allen and indicated by the red arrow. If you are leaving things in place, you must remove the lower coolant pipe to be able to remove the coolant pump from the vehicle. You will be working on the end into the thermostat housing, blue arrow, and the hose end, red arrow. Use a set of hose clamp pliers and lift the hose clamp off the connection, red arrow. Use a pick and separate the hose before removing the E12 torque screw, green arrow. Pull the hose connection out from the thermostat housing. Always replace the two O-rings on this end of the pipe. If you remove the engine carrier, you have unfettered access to the pump and do not need to remove the lower pipe. If you have not, you will remove the top two E10 torque bolts, red arrows, from the top between the engine crossmember, along with the single E12 bolt, green arrow. You remove the three E10 bolts, blue arrows, from the bottom. Do not forget to remove the single E10 torque bolt on the mounting plate by the coolant pipe indicated by the red arrow. The mounting plate will slide out of the way, red arrow. Remove the pump from the engine. Carefully clean the old gasket, red arrow, off of the mounting surface. Porsche states that you can reuse the O-ring if it has not been damaged, but I would not risk it. I always install a new O-ring. Never use anything that can cut or mar the surfaces. Plastic trim removal tools and a light Scotch-Brite pad work. Your new pump should come with a new gasket, red arrow. Lightly lubricate the gasket with Kluber Plus gel or equivalent. Installation is the reverse of removal. Torque the E10 bolts in a crisscross pattern to 13 Newton meters or 9.5 foot-pounds, and the E12 to 23 Newton meters or 17 foot-pounds. Do not forget to vacuum, fill, and bleed your coolant system. Please see our article and video on coolant flush and fill for additional assistance. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.